You're listening to Messy, Motivated, Made for More. I'm Nicole Cato, educator, coach, truth teller, and your hype woman for hard season. Around here, we keep it real. We talk real life, real growth, and real comeback energy. So whether you're in the middle of the mess or on the edge of more, this space is for you. So let's jump right in to today. I want to tell you a story, a truly messy, perfectly imperfect story that happened to me recently. Actually, it happened today. You know, the classroom scene, boxes, papers, stuff everywhere. It's that beautiful, chaotic symphony of end of year cleanup. This wasn't just any cleanup. This was a move, a big one. And here's the kicker, the layer that adds a whole new dimension of the messy of it all. I had just returned from medical leave. I had been out of the classroom since February 13th, and I literally found out about this massive change, this move, this complete shift in my teaching assignment on May 22nd. So here I am, just back trying to regain my footing physically and mentally. Suddenly, I'm packing up 12 years of my teaching life, 12 years of science, my passion, my subject gone. Now I'm moving from room 218 to room 118, stepping into the world of Read 180 for sixth graders. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this right now. There's a part of me that's still processing, still wondering if this is truly where I need to be, especially coming off of medical leave. It's a huge shift, a completely different landscape from what I've known, dropped on me just as I'm easing back in. But here we are, navigating the unexpected. Amidst this glorious disarray, this personal upheaval and my own swirling thoughts, one of my former students came to help me. Now she's in high school, practically a grown woman, but she still and always will be my girl. We've stayed incredibly close over the years, and honestly, it's gone way beyond the typical teacher-student dynamic. It's deeper, it's richer. I often feel like a second mom to her. She's been through a lot in her young life, and we built something real, something that's not about grades or lesson plans, but a connection, trust, and just showing up for each other. It's one of those relationships that truly fills your cup, especially when you're feeling a bit drained yourself. So we're in the thick of it, loading boxes, running around, probably covered in a fine layer of classroom dust and the faint scent of forgotten whiteboard markers. We're laughing, we're reminiscing, just enjoying the easy camaraderie that comes from years of shared history. And then we decide to make a run for Taco Bell because what's a chaotic cleanup, a huge life transition, and navigating post-medical leave without. Anyway, amidst this glorious disarray, this personal upheaval, and my own swirling thoughts, one of my former students was there to help me. She's in high school now, practically a grown woman, but she still and always will be my girl. We've stayed incredibly close over the years, and honestly, it's gone way beyond the typical teacher-student dynamic. It's deeper, it's richer. I often feel like a second mom to her. She's been through a lot in her young life, and we've built something real, something that's not about grades or lesson plans, but about connection, trust, and just showing up for each other. It's one of those relationships that truly fills your cup, especially when you're feeling a bit drained yourself. So we're in the thick of it, loading boxes, running around, probably covered in a fine layer of classroom dust and the faint scent of forgotten whiteboard markers. We're laughing, we're reminiscing, making TikToks, just enjoying the easy camaraderie that comes from years of shared history. And then I was hungry, so we made a run to Taco Bell. Because what's a chaotic cleanup, a huge life transition, and navigating post-medical leave without a little fast food reward, right? We hop in my van, music's on, windows down, and as we're driving along, she just glances over at me with a little smirk and says so casually, Mrs. Cato, your shirt is inside out. And you know what I did? I didn't blush. I didn't frantically try to fix it. I didn't even feel embarrassed. I just started cracking up, and I mean a full belly laugh, the kind that makes your shoulders shake and tears well up in your eyes, because of course it is. Of course my shirt was inside out. I had been walking around like that all day, navigating this huge change, packing up my classroom, trying to catch up after being out for months. Loading boxes, and my shirt was gloriously, unapologetically inside out. And the best part is, I didn't fix it, didn't even care. We drove to Taco Bell, we ate our tacos, and I went on with my day, inside out, shirt and all. Okay, so now you might be thinking, okay, Nicole, funny story, but what's the big deal? And that, my friend, is where the messy, motivated, made for more part comes in. Because that moment right there, me inside out shirt, laughing at myself, that for me was the lesson. That was the real lesson, not the kind you write on a whiteboard with perfectly formed bullet points and a clear objective. This was the kind you live, the kind you embody. Think about it. We live in a world obsessed with perfection, don't we? Instagram feeds are curated to within an inch of their lives. We see highlight reels of everyone else's seemingly flawless existence, and we often find ourselves scrolling, comparing, and feeling like we're constantly falling short. We're told to present our best selves, to hide our flaws, to put on a brave face, even when crumbling inside. We spend so much energy trying to project an image that isn't quite us, that we forget what it feels like to just be. But here's the truth. Perfection is a myth. It's an illusion, and frankly, it's exhausting. We are not meant to be flawless robots. We are messy, complicated, beautifully imperfect human beings. And it's in that messiness and those cracks and imperfections that our true beauty and power lie. Real quick, before we keep going, if you're finding value here, please subscribe on YouTube. Hit the bell so you can receive notifications. Don't miss out on more real talks. It helps this message grow. So research actually supports this idea. Dr. Brene Brown, a research professor at the University of Houston, has spent decades studying vulnerability, courage, shame, and empathy. Her work consistently shows that vulnerability, not perfection, is the pathway to connection. She argues that when we try to be perfect, we create a barrier between ourselves and others. We essentially say, I'm not safe enough to be fully seen. But when we embrace our imperfections, when we show up authentically, even with an inside-out shirt, we invite others to do the same. We create a space of genuine connection, a space where people feel safe to be themselves, flaws and all. Think about it. If I had freaked out about my inside-out shirt, if I had rushed to fix it, or if I had tried to hide it, what message would that have sent? It would have sent a message that imperfection is something to be ashamed of, something to be hidden. By laughing, by simply owning it, especially when I was already navigating, coming back from medical leave and facing this huge professional upheaval, I was demonstrating something far more powerful. I was demonstrating self-acceptance. I was demonstrating resilience. I was demonstrating joy in imperfection. Especially in a moment when my world felt a little bit, well, inside out self. With this big change in my teaching role and my energy might not have been at 100% after being out for so long. I want you to really think about this for a moment. Close your eyes if you can and just reflect. Where in your life are you holding yourself back, trying to be perfect, when all that's truly needed is for you to be you? Is it in your career, feeling like you need to have all the answers before you speak up, especially when facing a new challenge or returning from an absent? Is it in your relationships, trying to be the perfect friend or partner, never showing your struggles, even when you're going through a lot personal? Is it in your personal life, constantly comparing yourself to others on social media, feeling like you need to have the perfect diet, the perfect workout routine, the perfect home? Let me tell you, the relentless pursuit of perfection is a thief. It steals your joy, it steals your energy, and most importantly, it steals your authenticity. Here's what I truly believe and what that inside out shirt moment solidified for me. Number one, be yourself fiercely. There's only one you. Your unique blend of quirks, strengths, weaknesses, and experiences is what makes you, you. Don't try to fit into someone else's mold. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs your original. My inside out shirt wasn't planned, but it was authentically me in that moment. A little messy, a little chaotic, and perhaps a direct reflection of my brain trying to process everything after being out on medical leave and then getting hit with a huge career change. But it was full of joy because I allowed it to be, and that authenticity resonated. Have fun. Seriously, have more fun. Number two, have fun. Seriously, have more fun. Life is too short to be constantly stressed, constantly serious. Find the humor in the everyday. Find the joy in the unexpected. My reaction to that shirt was pure, unadulterated joy. It was a moment of lightness in a day that could have been just another chore filled with packing boxes and navigating uncertainty. especially when my energy might have been low from just getting back. When was the last time you truly just let go and laughed at yourself or at a silly situation? Number three, laugh at life. It's messy, it's weird, but it's yours. This isn't about forcing a smile or faking happiness when things are tough. It's about acknowledging the chaos, the bumps in the road, the curveballs, like suddenly being told you're not teaching the subject you mastered for over a decade, right after returning from medical leave, and finding the ability to smile through it, to find the humor in the absurdity. Life isn't a perfectly polished movie. It's a raw, unscripted documentary, and that's where the good stuff happens. Number four, you don't have to be perfect to be powerful. This is the big one. This is the truth bomb I want you to carry with you. Power doesn't come from a facade of flawlessness. It comes from owning who you are, vulnerabilities and all. It comes from understanding that your experiences, your struggles, your mistakes, these are not weaknesses. They are part of your strength. They are what make you relatable, resilient, and capable of deep empathy. Think about the leaders, the role models, the people you admire most. Are they the ones who seem to have it all together all the time? Or are they the ones who are brave enough to share their struggles, their setbacks, their human moments? Chances are it's the latter. Because when someone is truly authentic, when they show their messy side, we feel connected to them. We see ourselves in them, and that connection is a profound form of power. Take someone like Oprah Winfrey, for example. Her immense influence doesn't come from presenting a perfect image. It comes from her willingness to share her own vulnerabilities, her past struggles, her journey of self-discovery. Her authenticity is her power. People resonate with her because she's real. When we show up as our authentic selves, we create a ripple effect. We become beacons of permission for those around us. Our children, our students, our friends, our colleagues, they observe us. And if they see us constantly striving for unattainable ideal, constantly hiding our flaws, they learn that they need to do the same. They learn that imperfection is something to be ashamed of. But if they see us embracing our mess, laughing at our mistakes, and owning our quirks, they learn that it's okay to be human. They learn that authenticity is a strength and not a weakness. Think about the mental health implications of this relentless pursuit of perfection. Studies continually show that perfectionism is linked to increased anxiety, depression, and burnout. It can lead to procrastination, fear of failure, and an inability to experience true satisfaction. In contrast, self-compassion, which is deeply intertwined with embracing imperfection, is associated with greater emotional well-being, motivation, and resilience. As Dr. Kristen Neff, a leading researcher in self-compassion, often highlights, treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially when we fall short or are navigating tough transitions, is far more effective than self-criticism. So when I say you're made for more, I don't mean you're made for more perfect. I mean you're made for more real, more connection, more joy, more peace, more impact. And all of that stems from the courage to simply be yourself, inside out, shirt and all, even when life throws you a curveball like a new teaching assignment right after you've been on medical leave. So what's your challenge this week? I want you to identify one area in your life where you've been striving for perfection, where you've been hiding a perceived flaw or struggling to show up authentically. And then I want you to consciously choose to lean into this messiness. Maybe it's something small. Maybe it's letting your house be a little less spotless when a friend unexpectedly drops by and instead of apologizing, you just welcome them in with a warm smile. Maybe it's admitting to a colleague that you don't have all the answers on a project and instead inviting collaborative problem solving, especially if you're navigating a new role or a new area of expertise, or just getting back into the swing of things. Maybe it's posting a picture on social media that isn't perfectly posed or filtered, just a genuine slice of your life. Maybe it's even just wearing your favorite comfortable, slightly worn out clothes. Instead of feeling like you need to dress up for a casual outing, giving yourself grace as you get back on your feet. And if you have an inside out shirt moment this week, a moment where you realize you've been less than perfect, a little messy, a little chaotic, Instead of cringing, I want you to pause. I want you to breathe. And then I want you to laugh. Laugh at yourself. Embrace the moment. And remember that this is a sign that you're living, truly living, authentically and beautifully, even when life's changes feel overwhelming and you're coming back from a period of healing. Because it's in these authentic moments, these small acts of self-acceptance, that we start to reclaim our power. We start to heal. We start to understand that being messy isn't a setback. It's a pathway, being truly, wonderfully, unequivocally you. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to start. And starting often looks like an inside-out shirt and a full belly laugh in your van on the way to Taco Bell as you navigate a big, unexpected change right after medical leave. All right, that's it for today on Messy, Motivated, Made for More. If this hit you in the heart, do me a favor, subscribe, share with a friend, and leave a review. It means more than you'll ever know and helps this message find the people who need it most. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to show up. Stay messy, stay motivated, and never forget you were made for more. I'm proud of you, I see you, and I love you.